Let's begin by acknowledging the present crisis. People are losing faith in democratic institutions and in the basic American promise of equal opportunity for all. You can see this exemplified in the campaigns of these two men. Now, the reasons for this are not difficult to see. As market-making platforms drive more and more people into the flex or gig economy, and as automation completely eliminates other jobs, wages are stagnating, young people find it harder to get jobs out of college, and seniors can no longer afford to retire. Meanwhile, everybody can see that the gains from these changes are flowing mainly to those at the very top of the spectrum. This is the Great Transition, a concurrent Gilded Age for some and Great Depression for others, and every bit as momentous. And though technology enables this movement, technology itself is not the problem. The problem is the inadequacy of our social safety net. Yes, the New Deal and the Great Society were inspiring responses to 20th century challenges, but we need something that directly responds to 21st century challenges. We need the citizen's share. That means two things. First, universal public health care, and two, universal basic income. Because it's less familiar, let's focus on the UBI, which at its most basic is a stipend provided to every citizen merely for being a citizen. Details. First, it should provide a decent, if modest, standard of living to all. Second, it should be distributed monthly so that it's used responsibly and tops off shortfalls from month to month that people may have. And third, it should be appropriately taxed as income so that it's not merely a windfall to those who are already at the very top. Pegged to inflation, adjusted for geography, and funded by a more progressive income tax code, I believe it's possible to enact such a platform in our lifetimes. And I will give you 3 reasons why. First, technology's forward march is simply inexorable. Algorithmic workforce management, automation, general artificial intelligence, these trends aren't slowing down. They're only going to accelerate. And so too will their social consequences intensify, especially the widespread desire people see for systemic economic reform exemplified in the Sanders and Trump's movements. Second, the citizen share uniquely aligns the values of left and right. It embodies the values of the left, which are deeply humanistic, because if you don't have to worry about healthcare or having enough income to put food in your belly or a roof over your head, then you are well positioned to care for loved ones, improve your education, or find out if the world will simply reward you for pursuing your passion. It also reflects some of the more market-driven values of the right, because it gives people more choice over how to spend government benefits and shrinks the overall size of government because it eliminates much of the administrative overhead of the current welfare state. Third, the citizen share exposes the moral bankruptcy of those on the far right who would oppose it. Yes, we progressives might have to embrace the flex economy. And yes, we might want to think beyond the minimum wage in terms of how we ensure adequate income. But having done that, what excuse can the right offer for failing to pay a fair share of taxes, which is to say, the share necessary to ensure a decent life for every American? In closing, we progressives face a simple question. How will we respond to the Great Transition? Will we craft a new policy agenda that synthesizes the best ideas of left and right, accepts the technological realities of our age, and sets forth a new social contract for the 21st century? Or will we live in the past and make ourselves irrelevant? Remember, the New Deal wasn't about the New Deal. The New Deal was about the values that made the New Deal a necessary policy of a moral society. With the citizen share, we can adapt to our times, the New Deal's driving insight, and the value that still makes us progressives today. And that is simply that a society with more justice requires less charity. Thank you.